Hiya folks, welcome to another stream, welcome back to Final Fantasy X, and greetings to all of you in chat. How you doing? Good to see you on this fine Friday. Well actually it's a little bit chilly here in the UK, so I've had to pop the heating on. I might have to turn that off a little bit, or in a little while if it does get a bit warm, as I do get a bit hot when I start streaming, mainly because I've got all these lights beaming down on me, and the computer's burning next to me, and that gets quite hot as well. So yeah, the links to all that music is in the description. So it's copyright-free music, and it sort of fits the Final Fantasy theme, like I say, without getting striked, which is a really nice bonus. And there's some pretty neat tracks on there as well, so yeah, it's a nice little soothing, nostalgic intro, I feel, before we actually get started with the good stuff. And before I go any further, I do want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys, especially those of you in the States and that and countries where Thanksgiving is officially recognised. I wish it was over here in the UK, actually. I feel like it would be a nice holiday to have. It never hurts to say thank you, does it? Or to be reminded of saying thank you. And thank you guys for all of the support that you have shown in coming to these streams and watching my videos. Okay, right. We left off here on the high road. I did do one thing after the last stream on Monday, and I'll explain that in a moment. Just waiting to see if anybody else wants to join us. Well, they can pop along as we get playing, so that isn't a problem. Yeah, good day to you all. You can see a few people joining us in chat. I wish the sun had come out here. I've actually noticed on the weather that we are potentially forecast snow. Yes, snow in November here in the UK. Not something we normally get. We normally, if we are going to get snow, get it around February to April time. So a little bit early. Maybe we'll get a white Christmas if we're going to start getting snow early. I haven't seen one of those for a while. Right then. Okay. So, previously, last time on Final Fantasy X, we unlocked Blitzball. And we did some Blitzball, which was quite a bit of fun. We beat the first game that you have to play. So that was a nice little thing to do. And we started a tournament. Now, one of the good things about the first tournament is that when you complete it, you actually unlock the attack reels for Wakka. And that's exactly what I did. So, between Monday stream and starting today, I completed the final matches of that tournament, and we did unlock that overdrive for Wakka, so that'll be a nice one to have. We do need to unlock the status reels and the Auroch reels, I believe it is. The status reels will appear in a league for Blitzball, but not for a while. We need to have engaged with 250 battles in the actual game itself before that will show up. But that will happen naturally, of course, over time as we continue to make our way through. Yeah, you do tend to get a little bit more snow up there in Scotland, don't you, since you're further north than we are. But we do get snow as well from time to time down here. But like I say, not normally at this time of year, so it'd be interesting to see if that actually happens or not. Just got to keep an eye on my phone here, sorry today. Okay, it's fine. Right then, okay. Let's start making our way along the high road. We do have a tough battle coming up with Yuna. It's a solo battle. Yuna's the only party member that will engage in it. So I've spent a little bit of time, not much I've got to say, about 15 minutes or so, just going through the sphere grid with her, killing some enemies. Well, actually with all the party members, since I didn't want anyone to be left out. So hopefully a little bit more HP and some extra stats should see her through that fight, though you don't have to beat it. Yeah, we can actually start practicing. I haven't used the attack reels yet, Fenor, since I've collected it. But, yeah, I've got plenty of time now to start practicing with it for when we actually really use it and it comes into its own when we're doing max damage later on. Since attack reels is basically the biggest amount of damage you can do, isn't it? It's just humongous. Right, okay. What I do want to do is build up Yuna's overdrive. That is going to come in particularly handy later on. So I'm just going to attack here. I know we won't do damage, but, you know, we need to get SP and all of that good stuff. And I am still extracting abilities, since we are relatively low on ability spheres. So I do try and get in the habit of doing that. We've got a new overdrive mode with Wakka. Interesting. Oops. Where are we? There we go. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to focus too much on leveling people up since, like I say, I've already done a bit of grinding. And there's no rush right now.
Told ya.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and prepare for, Fenor. I do just need to build up Yuna's overdrive. And I don't believe she's got anything other than Stoic at the moment. Yep, she's only got Stoic, so she effectively needs to take damage right now. We could give Slayer to Waka. Try that out for a bit. So when he defeats enemies, his overdrive gauge will fill up. Oh, one thing to note is if you speak to the NPCs along this road, they will tend to give you items. Now, I missed out on a couple here because I've already done that when I was farming earlier on. But I didn't want to not tell you guys that, so... let's just do a little bit of the old SP farming. Actually, there's no real need here. We need to be careful because every attack we do is going to inflate this thing. So I'm just going to go for extractability and then we'll probably ice it down. Although extractability might not have been a good idea. Yes. Yes, so in that fight, as Fenor mentions, you do get a nice reward for winning, but you don't have to win. You don't get a game over, in other words, for not winning or for losing.
All right.
Yeah, this game, if you want to absolutely max it out, which of course we do because we are aiming for the Platinum Trophy, it does get quite grindy. So just bear that in mind. If you are going to want to see everything the game has to offer, there's going to be a lot of battles that we need to fight. But I'm not a huge fan of grinding too early. And the reason for that is later on, we're going to need to come back to all of these areas for the monster arena and capture all of the different enemies. And in many cases, in fact in all cases, we need to capture multiple of each enemy. So we're going to be doing a lot of grinding by default later anyway. But a little bit now does go a long way, so that's why I spent about 20 minutes just killing a few enemies before I got the stream started. So hopefully that explains that for you guys. I don't think it matters really what I hit here. Just a few extra ability spheres also go a long way. Oh, what am I doing, Blizzard? I'm such an idiot. Yeah, hi, Sushi Lord. Yes, we did. We won the Blitzball tournament, and we got the attack reels for Waka, which is nice. So, we're all sorted on that front. Next up, I do expect the status reels to show up, but not until we've done a few more battles, first of all. The shell creatures aren't too bad. You just need to get Auron out. Auron will do the business with them. Which is exactly what I'm going to do now.
No time to waste.
They're actually kind of useful if you want to get a bit of AP because they don't die easily. So you can bring your other party members to hit them for an action. Okay, the Hunter Sphere is nice. Well, it might be. I actually can't remember exactly. We've already got a Hunter Spear equipped. Sensor and Piercing. Nice. Piercing, Sensor, and Strength plus 10%. So a nice weapon for a party member I'm probably not going to use all that much. Hi, Daniel. And Birdman and Irvamon. And hello, Echo, as well. A few people stopping by. Good to see you all. I hope everybody's been having a nice week. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are just joining as well. Yeah, so what I just did then was inflict Dark Attack. Because they actually hit really hard and are susceptible to Dark. What are they called? The Dual Horn enemy. One thing to note as well, Dual Horn can teach Kimari a blue magic ability. So if you haven't learned it, I think it's Fire Breath. Then you'll want to bring Kimari in and use Lancet one time on the Dual Horn to get that out. I've already done that myself, so I'm not too fussed about doing it again. But again, it's just worth mentioning. How are you doing, Kev? Yeah, as Phenol says, talk to every NPC. And you'll get some nice items. The Hunter Spear is probably the best. The rest are just sort of like antidotes and potions and the like. But still, they're free, so there's really no reason not to get them. Yeah, this game's a heck of a lot of fun, Daniel. I love the party development in it, as in, like, you know, making the party stronger and what have you, the whole sphere grid system. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and it is quite a bit different to the games that came before. But I love the battle system as well. The turn-based battle system is right up my alley. It really is. We've already acted with Una, so we'll bring Rocket in and inflict darkness again, since I think it only lasts about 3 turns. Yeah, there is a trick you can do with the lightning dodges, Dan. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not. I haven't tried it yet myself, but when we get there, of course, I shall. Well, actually, I think we need the no encounters first. No encounters ability on a weapon. But it does make it a lot easier, this little trick, which I will show when we get there. Hiya, Brian. How you doing? Yes, yes. That's exactly what I'm trying to do as well, Daniel, is get all the trophies. I have got a bunch of them already from a previous playthrough, but not all of them, so.
Hey, I'm a guardian now, so watch out.
Do I like Final Fantasy X too? Kind of. Some of the gameplay in that is really fun, and I love the way it goes back effectively to a traditional job system, which is quite addictive. That said, I'm not a big fan of the presentation of that game. It's like so cheesy, and I have to push myself to get through it. I'll say that. So I know a few people want me to go back to that after we've beaten Final Fantasy X. And yeah, I might do. But we'll see how we get on first. Because like I say, I really have to motivate myself to play that game. But if I can, there is a lot of fun to be had with it. Yeah, I think Anima as well, Kev. Anima's always been one of my favourites in Final Fantasy X. Did you get it to work, did you, Echo? Well, that's good. Yeah, that's always the problem. It's so much effort, isn't it, Echo? Sorry, Dan. You know, once you've worked so hard to get that far, and then you fail and have to start a game from scratch, it does kind of put you off.
Lady Summoner, I presume.
Yes, I am Una.
I am Lucia.
I actually don't mind the job systems hybrid. I understand, you know, that some people like them, some people don't. And the same with the Zodiac Age. I don't know if you played it with Final Fantasy XII. They effectively brought in the job system with that game. And I enjoyed it, but I know a lot of people hated it and preferred the original.
Thank you. We will be careful.
Good. We should get back to our rounds. Farewell.
Our prayers are with you.
A large fiend? Let's go get him.
A challenge run as in, like, not using the sphere grid or something, Aaron.
It's the right thing to do.
Or some other challenge. Yeah, I could consider it, actually.
I say now.
I'm not a
Said that
huge fan of doing speed runs. I love watching them, but they stress me out too much to actually try and play them myself. But maybe a challenge run without a sphere grid, where there's no, like, time constraints, and because of the turn-based combat in this game, there's a lot of strategy involved. That could potentially be more up my alley. So if that's what, you know, the sort of thing you're thinking of, then potentially yes. Oh, sorry about that, Jake. Well, in my opinion, it's worth the money, because there's so much gameplay to be had here. And I'm sure you'll have a blast. I'm already having a lot of fun, and we've only just literally started and scratched the surface of what Final Fantasy X has to offer. I know that we're not going to kill that, but, you know, a little bit of AP. I keep saying SP, it's AP.
So be it.
The other reason I don't do too much grinding at this point is because we don't have Riku yet. Oh, I see, Hybrid. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're not the only one that was disappointed in that change. Okay, that's interesting, Gavin. How difficult, or should we speak to this guy? How difficult is the game in a no-sphere grid challenge? Because I've never tried it myself. So I'm just wondering. It must be really hard. I mean, you wouldn't be able to defeat the hardest encounters like the Dark Aeon, surely. That would just be impossible. One would think, anyway. Oh, we should just use... I know we haven't got Dark Attack yet, but just use Lulu while she's here. Yeah, I'm interested in checking out the Pixel remasters, which I haven't done yet, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just haven't had the time, unfortunately. But, yeah, they look a lot of fun, and they give a great reason to go back to some of the older games, don't they? I mean, some of the very early Final Fantasy games I've never played. So... Have I used Tidus yet in this fight? I honestly can't remember. I don't think so. Yes, that's one of the good things about the PC version is the fact that you can get mods and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, and there's quite a few mods for Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, in terms of license board changes and stuff. Oh, that's interesting, Brian. Yeah, I've heard there's been changes to the Pixel remasters. Because they're very... For example, with 3 and 4 in particular, they're very different than the 3D remakes that came out of those games, aren't they? Well, I've got to build Yuna's Limit Break up before we do anything. I've completely neglected that. And the only way to do it is for her to take damage. So, I might just have to focus a battle solely on that. Now that this thing's got dark, it's not going to happen all that much. How long is darkness going to last? Because this wouldn't be a... Nah, I'm going to leave it. I'll pick a fight with, like, 3 enemies or something. Hello, Red Mario. How are you doing? I was wondering where you'd got to. The only annoying thing is there's no easy save point close by, is there? And I'm feeling that we might want to actually build up Yuna's Overdrive and then save before we get into the fight. So I'm going to head back to the save sphere. I know it's annoying, but I think it's going to be worth it. Let's see if we can get some Overdrive action going with this fight if I don't use Dark Attack. How are you doing, Dark Swordsman? Yeah, I mean, the release of Final Fantasy IX on PC, when it came out on PC a few years back, it was kind of remastered, but it was more just upscaled. So, yeah, maybe they will do, like, a full remastered Final Fantasy IX. Thank you for the sub, Benny. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I wouldn't be surprised at some point if we see something. Just throw a few cures around as people take attacks here. And please attack Yuna. Oh, why would it miss? Why would it miss? Oh, I probably shouldn't do aim. I think aim increases luck, doesn't it? Which could mean we would take more misses there. Yeah, I don't think this is the best fight. Even though it does a lot of damage, I just don't feel like it's going to be the best at building up Yuna's Overdrive. On the basis that it's just going to be really tedious waiting for her to get hit enough times. So we'll leave it. And we'll find another enemy. Or a group of enemies would be better. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dark. That kind of sucks. Welcome, Christopher. Oh, sorry to hear that about the food coma. But I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. Was that the thing that was released like a while back, Kenji? Because if it was, I remember reading about it, but I don't remember much about it off the top of my head. The thing is, we've heard so many rumours about a potential Final Fantasy X-3. But, I mean, we've just not seen anything, have we, officially? So, I'm not going to get too excited about it. I do feel that Square definitely have, at the very least, spent time on the concept. And that at least some of the leaks about it have been genuine. But whether they actually take it anywhere now, it's been so long since we've had Final Fantasy X and X-2 that I'm just not sure.
It is an honor, Sir Orin.
Thanks.
Wasn't that the boss, though, Echo? The fight with... What's... The fight with, the Aeon. I can't think of the NPC's name that summons it. It's an interesting question, Christopher. You know, would they keep it old school like this? Or would it be a completely souped up version, you know, similar to what we get with Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. Right, we need to get damage on Yuna. Of course, they attack everybody but Yuna. Let's just throw a couple of extractabilities around the place. Oh, okay, Dan. Oh, yes. I know what you mean, Kenji. I mean, that's one of the things I was thinking of before, is that the fact that was released, as it has been, with the 10 and 10-2 remasters, makes me think that they were planning Final Fantasy X-3 and got the story treatment, but decided not to take it anywhere. Does that make sense? And then they put the story out as that little audio drama instead. What is it with Yuna not taking damage? And she's only got the Stoic Overdrive at the moment, which is kind of annoying. If she could at least have Warrior, then that would be helpful. Maybe I'll tell you what I can do. I can actually bring the summon itself out, can't I? Maybe that's what we want to do. It has to be Veil 4. This is probably the better way of doing it. So we can build Veil 4's Overdrive up. And I believe that will last us to the next fight. We have to take action, in which case, let's cast Blizzard. That's more like it. Hiya, Macajacka. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it, once we can finally get that. We need to be careful, because if Veil 4 dies, that is not a good situation to find ourselves in. So, I think we need to... how the heck... Where's Dismiss gone? Either my command seemed bugged or something here. I should be able to dismiss Veil 4, though. Oh, there we go. I was pressing the wrong buttons. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Yes, there is, Anthony, but you have to use overdrive modes that, unfortunately, I don't have right now, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, later on that will be possible. Auron's in a spot of bother there, so of course, that's who we attack. Yeah, I definitely need to get back to that save point. Oh, well, I've got both of the... I got the additional overdrive for Veil for Echo, if that's what you mean. I did do that myself. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be killing all of the Dark Aeons. We're going to be killing Penance. So, oh, Liquid Steel. I wonder how good that is. We need to heal up. Let's just get back to the save points. I'll flee any battles if need be here. I forgot how far away from the save point we actually were. Crikey.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
No worries, Echo. It's a while back when I did that. Like, it wasn't today or anything. Okay, let's get Veil 4's overdrive built up. I need to not do it with this fight. This is like the worst fight to get. Oh, okay, Aaron. Yes, I'll do that. Good point. Yeah, the combat's fun in Dragon Quest 11, isn't it, Dan? It really is. Right, okay. This will just put my theory to the test first of all. Yep, we do get the overdrive, which is good. Oh, Diablo. Carrot. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for watching. And nice job on getting the platinum, actually. Very nice job. Right, if we can get an attack here. Let's just go for boost. Oh, apparently we're still not taking any damage. Oh, is boost not going to use anything up? That's really annoying. I'm not sure if this is going to fill up our gauge, this attack, but maybe it will. Not quite. So another fight then. Oh, I'll have to check those out myself, Dark Swordsman, as we start working our way through a little bit more. I mean, it's going to be a while before I actually get to stat maxing. But, yeah, eventually that's going to be really useful. Oh, these stupid bombs. Okay. I don't want to get rid of Yuna.
Live and let live.
Yeah, no, they do. They do. Right, I think I might have got that one. I will just check. I did collect a bunch of overdrives previously, but let's just have a look. Oh, where can I see flipping Kimari's Lancet abilities there? Oh, it's under overdrive, isn't it? Okay. Yes, I've got self-destruct. Yeah, self-destruct off the bomb and fire breath off the dual horn enemy from this area. Okay, that's more like it.
This'll be easy.
In fact, let's go ahead and kill one of these. And, yeah, I think we'll kill another as well. Get some AP with Lulu. I do want her to learn the level 2 magic spells. Eventually. Yeah, some of the trophies in Final Fantasy VII Remake were annoying, but let's be honest, in most games, there are some annoying trophies. The easiest Final Fantasy Platinum that I've ever collected, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I did not expect to kill that, being a stone enemy. Yeah, he does stop by sometimes, Echo, but hasn't for a while. So, I think he's just doing other things, to be honest. But yeah, from time to time, he does still visit the streams, which is awesome. Hiya, Jack. I've not heard any rumours or anything about the Game Awards in terms of Final Fantasy announcements and what have you. Maybe we'll get something about Final Fantasy 16 since we haven't had anything for a while. I don't think we're going to be getting a Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 announcement. Maybe it will be announced the first part for PC. But like I say, I've not really heard of anything yet. Yeah, I did get used to the combat system in FF7R by the end. So I did end up having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I think the pull-ups mini-game was hated by a lot of people, wasn't it? It really was. Right, overdrive. Perfect. Ah, Mr. Child. Yeah, nice job on getting the platinum. The sphere grid, I think, is definitely going to take a lot of time, isn't it? It really is. Okay, let's get rid of Veil 4 now. Oops, so I was just reading chat, didn't click. There we go. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is a game that I've dabbled in. I say dabbled in, I've put in quite a few hours, but that doesn't really mean much with that game. You have to just put in insane amounts of hours. But I did put a fair few in and had a lot of fun, but never got to end game or anything. But I just could not give that game the time it deserved, really. So, yeah, I'm expecting like 80 to 100 hours for Final Fantasy X by the time we're done. And that would barely get you started in Final Fantasy 14, which is kind of funny. So I know there are catch-up mechanics and stuff nowadays. Have I done anything with Lulu? I should probably just throw an attack just in case. Oh, I think the pull-ups one was definitely the most challenging. And I did a video explaining how I did it. And the amount of hate, not towards my video, but the amount of hate towards that particular minigame that showed up in the comments. It was not a popular one. It really wasn't. Yeah, that's awesome, Mr. Child. I just wish that Square would patch this version of the game. Right, what I'm going to do now is just escape battles. Yeah, I wish they would patch this version of the game so that it is like the PC version and the Xbox and Switch version, where you can have like turbo mode and stuff. It would make a lot of the grinding a little bit more tolerable. Right, let's just spend a few spheres, sphere points, sphere orbs, whatever you call them. Sphere levels, that's it. Before we move on. Yeah, a few extra stats is going to come in useful, I feel. Right, which way are we going over here? And Tidus is learning a new ability now. Which is going to be... Oh, hang on. Grab that first. Provoke. Oh, where the heck are we going here with Kimari? Ah, looks like up here. Okay. Hang on, let me just see. Okay. We've actually got two choices. I don't think it matters which ones we take. Have I gone the wrong way? Getting myself confused here. We could learn those, but... I feel like Kimari's sphere grid is the most annoying. It doesn't actually get anything all that exciting, to tell you the truth, for a while. Yeah, I feel like we've come the wrong way here. Oh, I probably should have gone this way. Would have learned those strength spheres and stuff. Dear, dear. Right, we're getting close to fire level 2, or firer. Okay, which is just here. But not quite yet. Okay, extract power. Guard, very nice. And finally, and then we'll be back on the road. Bit of HP, because why not? Oh, yeah, eventually we've got to get those stats, haven't we, up to 255. Except luck. Don't expect me to get luck to 255, because the thought of killing Earth Eater that many times would be somewhat off-putting. But, yeah, all the other stats, I think, we'll need to get to 255. Right, I'm just going to flee now.
How much further do we have to go?
Mainly because
I won't go so easy on you next
I've already
time.
done a fair bit of grinding. And I do want to get Riku in the party. And we need to start stealing a lot with Riku, because I don't think I've got the trophy to steal 200 times. And that means I'm going to need to do it from scratch on this playthrough, since it doesn't carry over. Don't forget, guys, if you're just joining in, you can speak to all the NPCs on this road for a little bit of,
I won't go so easy on you next time.
well, for some items, quite frankly. Now, I've done that already, so I'm just running past them. You got luck to 255, Brian. You madman. Yes, you do need both luck spheres and fortune spheres. But I think it's the fortune spheres, which is the Earth Eater drop, which is the most annoying, because it takes a while to kill that creature. Alright then, guys. Well, hopefully we've prepared enough for this.
Summoner party. You too are a summoner?
My name is Belgamine. You are?
My name is Yuna.
Hiya,
The High
Jesus.
Summoner's daughter.
At least on PC you can put on turbo so you can fight. Yeah, that's the thing. I did mention that one of the things I would love to see is some of the quality of life changes that were on the other systems brought back to PS4.
Let's see which are stronger. My aeons
Because they
or
did do
yours?
that with Final Fantasy XII. They brought a whole bunch of quality of life stuff, like the ability to change
What do
jobs
you say?
on the other systems, and then they patched it in after the fact back on PS4 a few months later. They never did it with Final Fantasy X, though.
I'll do my best.
Good.
Thanks, Dark. I have got the enemy skills from this area, which were
Your
self-destruct
aeons have been
and
healed.
fire
You can
breath.
fight with your full strength.
Oh, we actually get healed here. Fair dues, fair dues. Yep, here we go then, guys. It's Ifrit. And Ifrit has 3,500 HP and does a lot of damage, so the game doesn't necessarily expect you to win here, but obviously we want to do exactly that. By the way, something I don't fully understand. The second overdrive of Veil 4, Energy... Is it Energy Ray or Energy Blast? I can't remember. But is it actually more powerful in any way than the other overdrive ability? I'm thinking we should probably just use Blizzards and stuff. I need to see what ability it's going to use first. I am going to use the overdrive, of course, don't worry. But if we can get an over kill, then that could actually be kind of useful. Is it a normal attack? Yes, it is. Okay. Right, so before the next ability, what we need to do is cast Shield, because I think Ifrit does its normal attack and then a powerful ability, yeah. And you want to guard against that. So now we can go back to Blizzard for this turn, because it's just going to hit with a normal attack. Miss, I will take that. Okay, then we will shield again. Oh, right, there's actually debate in chat over which overdrive is better, which makes me think that they're pretty much the same in terms of damage and stuff. Let's just go ahead and unleash the overdrive now. See where we end up. Oh, it's going to get 3 attacks. Maybe we should go for just 1 more. Blizzard. Because I want to make sure that the overdrive kills the darn thing. Oh, okay. Thanks, Annika. So, Energy Blast is actually more damaging. Okay. Right, I think it should kill Ifrit now. So let's go for Energy Blast then. But Energy Ray looks cooler. I suppose that's personal preference, but yeah, it does look pretty cool the way it draws the line across the floor. Oh, we could have just opened with Energy Blast and not fannied about with Blizzard. And destroyed Ifrit. Well, there's a little tip for you guys.
Stop. That is enough.
Well, look at that. That fight, we didn't need to overkill it because there's no rewards in terms of AP
Not
and
bad
items.
for one so young. I underestimated you. Take this.
But yeah,
You've earned
you
it.
can just use the overdrive and one-shot Ifrit, and we get the
You show
Echo
promise.
Ring.
With more training, you could defeat sin.
Thank you. But I think you might
Vinicius,
defeat
you
sin
actually get the
before I
second
may.
overdrive by
I
looting
cannot.
it in Besaid Village early on.
Or should I say, I was not able to.
You mean
You can get it later on, but
We'll meet again.
you don't need to. Wait until then if you get it early, obviously. No item off that fella. Yeah, we've got both of the overdrives. Oh, I need to check out that ring, don't I? Yeah, that's what I need to
I'll
do.
be right back.
Let's just go to equip. So, HP plus 10% for the Seeker's Ring. Guards against silence. Well, I've got to say, I won't say no to a bit of silence guarding. Okay. Grab the chest over here. Should probably kill some enemies. Oh, yes, yes, he does. In fact, I just looted another sword. I need to check out its power. I completely forgot. How you doing, Thrill Seeks? Yeah, I'm not farming or anything, so I'm not bringing in other party members and stuff right now. But a little bit of AP doesn't hurt. Yeah, there are some fun fights coming up in the monster arena. Including some very challenging ones. But we've got to do a lot of monster capturing before all that, so that's going to come later. What was I looking for? A Tidus sword. So he's currently using Twilight Steel, which has Dark Touch. What did I loot? I've collected the Ice Brand and the Liquid Steel today. Okay. Distill power could be useful if we run out of power spheres. Yeah, this is the Rode Pod Mic, I think it's called. Aaron, I hope that helps. It's the Rode Pod Mic, and I use the Go XLR Mini, which is like a little mixer that I plug it into, and that allows me to change all my volumes. It has sliders on it, so if I want to change my mic volume, I can do that separately to the console's volume, which has its own slider, the PC's volume. It's just, it makes life so much easier for me. It really does.
My Lady Summoner.
No, I haven't got them yet, Brian. I'm not sure if you can get them at this stage, can you?
you're a summoner? Yes. My name is Yuna.
Yeah, the current
I'm
sword that
Callie.
Tidus is using is
Nice to
known
meet
as the
you.
Twilight Steel.
Lady Yuna, are you going to
And
be
it has the
difficult?
dark status on
Yes.
it, so
Very
it's
soon.
kind of useful.
Yay!
We're looking forward to another calm.
Ethereal.
I'll do my best.
Oh, thanks, Theo. I just read your comment there. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you very
good luck
much.
to your guardians as well.
Oh, no, I haven't thought that far ahead yet about which characters to use for the Dark Aeons. But it probably will involve Tidus because, well, delay attack is
What's the calm?
very useful. Riku is also
Calm
very,
is
very
time
powerful.
peace.
But as for a
Comes
third-party
after a
member, I
summoner
haven't
defeats
decided
sin
yet. In fact, I
and
might not
lasts
use
until
those.
sin reappears.
Huh?
But I probably will use
Sin
Tidus
dies
and
is reborn.
Riku.
I get
Maybe
it.
Wakka. I find Wakka very
thought it was
useful because of
weird.
his attack reels.
Yuna's dad defeated Sin 10 years ago, right? But Sin's still here. Didn't make much sense till now.
Hiya, Preston. How you
Wait,
doing?
If it just comes back,
Don't say it isn't worth it.
Oh, flipping heck. 84 people
Because
are watching.
it is.
even
Yeah,
for a
thanks for
little
stopping
while,
by today, folks.
people can sleep in their beds without being afraid. That kind of time is worth anything. Don't say it isn't worth it. Your words that day, Yuna, I remember them well.
Okay, I'm thinking we might have missed an item. Which isn't good.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
I think there's another ring we could have got from somebody before that Blitzball.
Our prayers are...
Or maybe that's later. No, that sounds like a good team, Dan.
Live and let live.
Yeah, Tidus, Riku, and Wakka. A very, very powerful combo team, aren't they? Very powerful. Is it this guy? Yeah, this is the ring I was looking for. Okay, we want to actually leave this alone because if we do, we'll get an extra item by speaking with the NPC, the child NPC up here. Lulu's in a spot of bother, but we should be getting to a save point shortly if I keep running. Yeah, the thing with penance is you don't get many attacks, unfortunately. It's a very defensive fight. I think on my last playthrough, I've actually got a video of it. It took me about 50 minutes to kill penance, if not closer to an hour.
I'll be right back.
Okay, last area. I'm going to have to throw a couple of cures around. Well, one should do for now. Yeah, Nemesis is a tough fight as well. The good thing about Nemesis is you don't really have to mess about with using ribbon or anything, because most of the attacks from Nemesis are going to one-shot you anyway. So the status effects are kind of irrelevant.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, there is always the Yojimbo method, which is right. Ah, level 1 key sphere could be useful. I think that's our first level 1 sphere, isn't it?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, when I come to fighting the endgame bosses, for the sake of the videos and the content, I won't be using the Yojimbo cheese method, though I might show it off at some point just so people know how to do it.
Live and let live.
Oh, is that for the remastered version of the game, Thrill Seekers? I've actually got 2 walkthroughs for Final Fantasy VIII up on the channel. One that's a few years old. I mean, they're both a few years old now, but one that's even older. Which was a lot of fun to do. But then when the remastered version came out, I went pretty insane with that game. Did a lot of content. I think there might be one or two more NPCs to speak to, but I think we're pretty much done then on the high road. On this part of it anyhow. Are you talking for penance, Fenor? I've always found not using break HP limit on penance makes the fight a lot easier. So for the penance fight, I probably won't be using break HP limit. Morning, William. Having a good day, I hope. No, I don't have a Discord, Aaron.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Thrill, I missed that. Yeah, no, Red Mario's got some great content on Final Fantasy VIII. And for many of the other Final Fantasy games as well. Lulu's getting a little bit damage there, so I know we're close to the save point, but let's just throw a cure on her. Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, it'll be a while before I think about FF10 too, so you might have to remind me if we get to that stage. But good to note. Oh, thank you, Aaron. No, I've got no interest, to be honest with you, in setting up a Discord channel at the moment. I had one before, and I just... it just became too... To be honest, it was just a bit of a nightmare. So...
Hey, stop loafing around.
The Lady Summoner and her guardians...
This mission requires our full attention. We've no time to waste. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Apologies, ma'am.
Carry on.
Oh, that's okay, Thrill. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, I think...
a lot and you'll do fine.
Right.
It has its issues. I think that's been very fair to say that. It has some big problems, in fact. I think even Square recognised that. A lot of the systems that they took chances on, quite frankly, and some big risks that they brought to Final Fantasy VIII, we've not seen since in other Final Fantasy games that have been released afterwards. There are some problems with it. And there are things that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of the junction system. I actually like the concept of the junctions themselves and the way you can overpower your party. It's a heck of a lot of fun. But I don't like the way it discourages you from actually using your items. Not your items, sorry, your magics. Which are effectively items in that game. Since if you use magics that are junctioned, it will actually weaken your stats. And that is just a poor system as far as I'm concerned. So it has its shortcomings. But there is also a lot of fun to be had with FF8. A lot of fun. Unfortunately, I feel that a lot of people don't really get to the fun because they're put off early on by the whole junctioning system and drawing of magics and stuff. Which I do understand why they are put off. But yeah, if you can push through that, it is a good game.
But Yevon's teachings say...
Enough.
I only...
Hello, Trinquisitor.
Are you all right?
Yeah, welcome back. Was that for Thanksgiving, was it?
Yes, I am Yuna.
Oh, thanks, I will bear that in mind, thank
It
you.
is an honor, my lady. My name is Shalinda. I am a disciple of Yevon.
What was all that about? The Crusaders operation?
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use Forbidden Machina. I had to stop them.
Huh? What?
The use of Machina is strictly forbidden by the Yevon priesthood.
Yeah.
That's bad, yeah?
Let them use whatever they want.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII is effectively
But
use your magics
it's
for
not about
junctions,
defeating sin.
and then you never actually
teachings
cast the
of
spells, you
Yevon
just use
must be
physical
upheld.
attacks and limit breaks.
Yeah, right.
But you don't understand. The
It is
Crusaders
fun,
won't even
but it's also
listen
a
to
poor
me.
system.
And it's all because I'm just a lowly acolyte.
Don't say that.
In my opinion, it would have been better
I haven't been a
if
summoner for very
magics
long
weren't
myself,
technically
you
an
see.
item, a consumable item that as you cast a magic used an item, but rather you could still draw them, and they would grow in strength maybe from 1 to 100 depending on how many you drew. But once you've managed to get a magic to 100, it would never deplete, or to any value you got it to, it would never go down, it would only go up by drawing more. That would have been a better system. Because then you could still cast magics against enemies without being penalised by lowering stats. And it would still have the core of the draw system. So, for example, if, if Squall starts and draws 7 cures, it's not so much as a consumable item, but his cure magic has been boosted to 7 strength, and it won't be reduced from that, ever. And as he continues to draw, it will continue to be boosted until it gets to 100. That would have been a better system, but still based on the system that they gave us. It would have effectively been the same thing, but without the penalisation of actually using magic, basically. And the other thing, it's hard to think how it would have been without this system, because it was such a fundamental part to the game, and a lot would have had to have been changed if they didn't use it. But I wasn't a big fan of the whole enemies leveling up with you. Now, there are some games where that works very well. I just don't think it worked well in Final Fantasy VIII, because it seemed imbalanced. Enemies seemed to get a little bit too strong. And when you level up your party, you should feel rewarded for that, in the sense of being able to kill weaker enemies and what have you more easily. So to have the enemies get stronger with you was kind of counterintuitive for a Final Fantasy game, in my opinion. I know it sounds like I'm heaping a lot of criticism on Final Fantasy VIII, but these are the shortcomings, okay? I actually enjoy the game a lot.
As if I could sleep.
Yeah, definitely, Dan. Okay, here's the save point. We do have an interesting boss fight coming up. Don't think I need to go for new save data just yet. One of the fun things I like about Final Fantasy VIII, and I understand not everybody likes this, I do like Triple Triad. Okay, Triple Triad, this isn't what I was about to say. I'll get back to that, but Triple Triad is, in my opinion, one of the best Final Fantasy minigames. It is a lot of fun. The whole way that rules spread is kind of annoying. I don't like that aspect of it all that much, but the actual core game itself is incredibly addictive, and being able to collect all the cards and stuff, it is a simple game that is addictive to master. And I think that's definitely one of the things that was lost with Final Fantasy IX and its card game, Tetramaster. It was so overcomplicated. Triple Triad kept things simple, and that's what made it fun. Tetramaster started bringing in all these hex values and insane amounts of RNG and just loads of stuff that meant that it was really irritating. And they weren't able to capture that magic. Now, what I was going to say about Final Fantasy VIII, which doesn't appeal to everybody, but in terms of a game where you can vastly overpower your party early on to just insane levels, Final Fantasy VIII is king for that. And I really enjoyed that. I don't know why exactly, but it was just a lot of fun with Final Fantasy VIII, basically making your party endgame level powerful before the first dungeon. It is possible. And it's just so crazy. It's just a lot of fun. Again, I know that doesn't appeal to everybody, but it's one of the things that makes Final Fantasy VIII somewhat unique. Why am I saving again? Okay. Yeah, you can. Any character. Yeah, some of the rules were a bit annoying, but yeah. As long as you stay on top of them, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But I think we grabbed all the items. Here. Okay, I don't want to worry about this. There is a Elbed primer around here, but I think it's outside. Okay, get through the cutscenes.
Check it out.
Oh, okay. The only thing is, Poggymore, if I recruit another player now, I'm going to have to kick somebody out. But I have still got the awful Besaid Aurochs, I think. So maybe it is worth replacing another one.
What you up to?
And Rop is OP. Okay. What position is Rop good for?
Pretty.
Yes, and do you remember, Reg, you can actually get the stuff for the Lionheart as well on this one. Although I did that on my last playthrough and never actually got to see the Lionheart finisher until the final boss of the game, which was typical.
Living with a smile on my face every day.
Oh, cheers, Poggy.
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Not that I know of, Echo.
Trust me. You are the best summoner out there. Yuna?
I've already got
Why
the
did Sin
attack
always come
reels
back?
with Waka, and that was without the Besaid Aurochs. I think it's just about the number of battles you fight.
Until we've atoned.
How do we do that?
Oh, okay, Poggymore.
What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah. Was it using lots of Machina or something?
Yeah, I don't think you need the Besaid
Wait,
Aurochs in
was
order
that
to
such a bad thing, really?
get Waka's overdrives to show up.
It's funny. Ever since I was young,
I think for the Auroch reels, so you get the attack reels
Ask me if it is that bad or not.
the first time a tournament shows up,
I don't know.
I believe. Which I've done. I've got the attack reels.
There are so many things.
And
I
then
don't know.
after 250 battles, if you've
Well,
got the
then we're
attack
the same.
reels, the status reels will show up in a league as
Such
the
thinking
first
is
prize.
Very unbecoming.
And I think
of a
it's
summoner.
500 battles after you've got the
Sound
first
like
two
Micah?
reels is when the Auroch reels show up.
That's not very nice.
Hello, Haven. How are you?
You know, during a game,
Yeah, there are some areas in
think of Blitz and
FF8
nothing
where
else,
enemies are
you know?
like fixed in their levels, aren't there? Oh yeah, in the last... No, it wasn't the last stream. It was a few streams ago, wasn't it, Fina? I was close when I said it was a pig, wasn't I? Wasn't it like an ox or something? More like a bovine than a
The minute you do, that's when you
than a
lose.
swine.
You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
Yeah, no worries, Echo.
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat sin. The only way.
Oh, in Ultimacy of
With
Castle,
it,
the
we can
enemy's
call the
levels are
final aim.
randomised. I'd
The
forgotten
goal
about
is
that,
accomplished.
Red.
The faith of the final
Ah, it's
summoning
an
lies
extinct
waiting far north.
species
Great
of ox.
summoners
Interesting.
complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge.
Kind of interesting that the Blitzball team from Besaid would take that as their
Anakin?
name, isn't it?
She means the ruins.
Yeah, I
were
mean,
destroyed
Marlboro
1,000
is a
years ago.
pretty big of a nuisance in every Final Fantasy game, aren't they? But yeah, they are quite nasty in FF8 for sure.
You sure it's ruins?
Yeah, it's one of the more grindy ones. Have you managed to get it
You'll see
yourself,
for
Haven?
Soon enough.
There's going to be a couple of trophies, I
back
feel, that
inside.
may potentially be stumbling blocks, especially the sphere grid farming trophy for all party members. Yes, I have got the platinum on FF7 Remake and the original FF7 as well.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes.
Yes. Yeah, when can we actually get Waka recruited? Is it from the airship, or is it before? I know we can get Brother, and Brother is very powerful.
I had to make sure.
Okay. So if we recruit Rop, we're going to have to release a player. Now, it's suggested that Rop is a defensive player. I can't remember who's defensive. Tidus and Wedge are attack. Letty, we kind of keep, I think, in mid. Like midfield. So probably Jasu we would want to get rid of. What do you guys think? Rop is supposed to be quite a powerful character. Although, to be honest with you, I'm not going to be doing Blitzball for a while. There's no real reason to. Until the status reel shows up. Yeah, after the airship, that's what I suspected. Thanks, Trinquisitor. Okay, we'll get... Yeah, Letty's pretty useless, isn't he? Cheers, Carlos. We haven't got the Albed Primer, which I said it was on the floor, but it's not. It's given to us by Rin. Cheers, Dark. Another level 1 key sphere. I don't think we've got Botter anymore, Justin. I think I've already replaced him. Okay, let's head outside. Hi, Jay.
Sorry?
Forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in Albed.
Oh, you're an Albed.
Okay.
I am Rin.
Yeah, I got rid of, what was it, Leto, Lotto, whatever its name was. His name.
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, helly do sad we to you too.
Yeah, I think I was quick to get rid of Botter.
Albed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun. Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting. Although you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
Okay. Right, we're actually getting close to the Chocobo Eater. And I think the better method is to knock it off the cliff. You don't have to do that.
Deki Krisa.
Someone help! The Chocobos!
That's our cue. Let's go.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for your help. Please, use this.
Oh, no worries, Red and Silver Games. Yeah, thanks for watching the guide. Glad it helped.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right, Echo. There's a lot of... One of the things I love about Final Fantasy X, especially in context of the Final Fantasy games that came before it, is just the amount of optional content there is to play. You know, yeah, there's Blitzball. That in and of itself has many hours of gameplay if you want to do everything there is to do with it. On top of that, you've got all of the Dark Aeons and the Monster Arena. There's so much optional content, which is what I love in a good Japanese role-playing game. For our starting party, I'm thinking we're going to go for Cheer, so we'll keep Tidus in, Power Break, and Dark Attack, and then I'm going to bring Lulu in. I'm going to bring everybody in for the AP, of course, but Lulu is going to be good for fire.
To the Chocobo Corral.
Okay, you get 2 keys if you push him over. Well, that's good, if we can do that. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII will pretty much always be my favourite. It was the first Final Fantasy I ever played. I get a lot of fuzzy feelings for that one. But yeah, FF10's definitely a lot of fun as well, for sure. Right, let's go ahead with Dark Attack. And just in case it does get some cheeky hits off, we'll go for Power Break. We'll get rid of Tidus, I feel, and bring in Lulu. We'll start casting fire. The second level fire, which we don't have, would have been really useful here. Oh boy.
So, we're to be pushed off a cliff.
Yeah, when does he fall over? I honestly can't remember. When does it actually fall over? How do we get it to fall over? Yeah, her magic's very powerful for sure. Should we try some attack reels? I don't want to kill it too early. Oh! Messed it up already. If you get 3 2x, then you'll actually get 12. 1200 damage, is it? Yeah, it's always a bit of an issue, isn't it? 1200 damage each round. It's like, good luck with that. Maybe I should have spent some time boosting Lulu's fire.
Attack now! Push it back!
Okay. I'll save that for when we need to use it, when it's standing up again. Okay. Yeah, we've got to be careful not to kill it, but I don't think we're going to do that. Right, let's try Auron. I haven't used this yet. I can't remember exactly how to do it. It's where we have to do all the different things, isn't it? Yeah, the problem is we're not doing a whole lot of damage. Who else could I use? Tidus isn't going to do much damage. I don't think Kimari is. Maybe? Nah, he's not going to do much. Yeah, that's the Earth Eater, and yeah, you're right, it hurts a lot. It's already down to 5,300. Oh, we messed that up. Yeah, this is going to be a bit annoying. I'm going to have to heal the darn thing or it's going to die. think we need to boost Lulu's magic. I think that's something we need to do here. Oh boy. Gotta knock it over now. Yeah, I need to get his limit break up for that's the problem. Maybe we should just keep doing damage. Maybe. Let's bring Waka back for now. The thing is, we've got to hit it something hard to move it. Now it's doing its beautiful counters. Wonderful. Right, it's gone back. So we need to knock it once more, I feel, to get it off the actual cliff. How much HP does it have left? 2,500. We might be able to do this then. Yeah, we're probably going to take a bit of damage here. We'll bring Goron back in for now. Has it still got... I don't know. Does Power Break last throughout the fight? It might do. I don't know if I've used Tidus yet, but I'm thinking if we use his overdrive, we might be able to knock him over again. Oh, I'm terrible at trying to get this lined up, though. Oh, I got it. I got it. I don't do that often. There's a good chance that Tidus is going to die now. No, no, we got him over. Perfect. Right, we might be able to do this. There might be able to. Oh, no. Lulu hasn't got an attack, which means it's going to get up again. That's really annoying. And we don't have delay attack. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. That's really annoying. There's not much I can do about it. I do want to see how much flipping HP it's got, though. 1,076. I've got to heal the darn thing. I'm going to have to do that now. Yeah, we weren't going to knock it over that turn, so... 1,757. I feel like we need to heal it again. But it's going to step forward. It's going to knock us back. Yeah, I'm thinking we're in trouble here. Okay, we have to knock it down and then heal it a lot more than we just healed it, basically. Oh, we've got a new overdrive mode with Waka. Very nice, very nice. We're not going to knock it down, then it's going to come and get us. Maybe we could just use that. Nah, Veil 4 is not going to help us here. I don't think there's anything we can do. We're going to have to heal it. Oh, and then get knocked back ourselves. This is really annoying. Oh, he didn't. Perfect. I thought it was going to knock us back closer to the other cliff. Oh, it is going too soon. Is it? The mechanics on this fight are really annoying. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to get knocked back and just do a load of healing. Oh, I'm really confused how to do this. It's only got 1900 HP. That's not enough. Yeah, we're going to have to spend a round healing properly. Get its HP right up. No, not potion. Go for it. We need to make sure we've got a couple of rounds left of damage to knock it off. Right, there we go. That should be enough now. Are you super? How you doing? Okay, now we've got to try and do a load of damage to it. Okay, it's down. Perfect, perfect. This might be enough then. Might. No, it's not, because Lulu's not going to get a turn. In which case, we should probably just throw a couple more heals. Do I need to heal any of my party? Not really. This is the old music, and that's simply so that YouTube doesn't copyright us. Ah. Okay. Now Lulu has got a turn. For some reason. Yeah, it's possible to knock it. It's just a nuisance. Oh, no, it's still not enough. Okay, well, we've healed it a lot. So we'll heal it once more because, well, Yuna's not going to knock it over. Ah! Well, that was due, I feel. Hopefully it's, you know, healed enough now that we can do this, though. So we'll get rid of Yuna. Bring Waka back in. Dark attack. It's going to hit us now, which is fine. Or not. I know it seems kind of counterintuitive healing this thing, but I feel like it's what we need to do to make sure that we knock it off rather than just kill it the normal way. We get a few extra rewards for doing so. So that's the plan. Right, let's bring Tidus back in. Let's go for attack. Yeah, you get extra rewards, Thrill Seeks, if we can do this, but it's just, as you can see, a little bit trickier. Right, is that enough damage? Yep, okay, it'll probably get up now. And now we've just got to try it once more. Ouch. Let's get rid of Tidus and bring Waka in. Hopefully he won't knock us back now. Oh, for flip's sake. Why didn't he just do a normal flipping attack then, like any normal flipping boss fight would? Yeah, that's why I haven't killed it. We're trying to knock it 2,300. I'm going to have to start healing it again. That was unfortunate that it knocked us back then. It really was. Okay, we have to bring Yuna in and throw some heals as we attack it. Oh, sorry, Echo. I'll try and be more careful. Ooh, another attack. Okay. Use that opportunity. Right, shouldn't get up on this turn. So we should be able to move it. Okay, it's getting up. This is really annoying. I don't remember this fight being so annoying as it is right now. Thank you, Danny, for the sub. Come on, knock it over. Didn't knock it. There it goes. Yeah, it's like two flipping spheres. 2-1 key. No, keys. Level 1 sphere keys. That's it. Right, we've got to go for a round of healing on our own party. 1084, eh? Right, we've knocked it back. We now need to heal it again. Oh, what a palaver. What a palaver. Got to heal it and not get knocked back ourselves, which of course he's doing. I don't say he gets up and knocks us back. How the heck are we supposed to do this? I honestly don't understand. We don't get any opportunity. Right, let's just throw a few more cures. I don't understand. We knock it over when it's right at the edge, and then it gets straight back up again and just knocks us back. Then we're back to square one. Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. Right. Let's try it again, shall we? Maybe I could try with Veil 4, but I don't know. Yeah. Hi, Freddy. Yeah, basically, all I'm trying to do is get to knock it off the edge. Hey, Joey Hattrick, how you doing? Thanks so much for the support there, for the super chat. Been having a good week? I don't think we're going to be able to do this with Veil 4 because we don't get enough turns. But fire is so powerful that a few spells could knock it over. Right, it's over. How much damage do we have to do when it's fallen over? I can't use Overdrive because we'll probably one-shot it, so I think we're just going to have to dismiss Veil 4 at this point. Okay, summons don't work. Okay. It's got it knocked over, which is nice, but it's back up again. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, well, at least we know not to try that again. I'm thinking we might need to do more flipping healing. I don't know if we're going to have enough health on this enemy to actually do what we need to do here. Actually, you know what? That's a fantastic point. Why didn't I think of that? Noberto, thank you so much. We do have haste. I don't have slow, sadly. But I might not need it. I think we're going to have to heal the darn thing, though. Oh, it's going to die, probably. We'll bring Waka in, since we can check with him. Uh, 3,000. Okay, we've got 2 attacks with Lulu. Should help. Sorry guys, I know this fight's dragging on, but I do want to try and get it right if we can. Comrade's a nice one to learn. Okay, now it's going to get up and probably do that thing to us. Watch it knock us back now. See, this is what I can't get out of this cycle here. Every time it stands up, it knocks us straight back. Every single time. How the heck do we get it over the edge when it's going to do that every time? I just don't get it. I really don't. I'm at a loss. I'll see you later, Thrill6. Thanks so much for stopping by today. See, I can knock it over and I can push it back, but then the moment it stands back up, its very first attack is to go ahead and push us back another, you know, towards our cliff. I just forgot about it, Anthony. Once it was reminded in chat, that's when I used it. Right, we'll go for one more heal here since we've been knocked back anyway. I don't have slow. Slow could be useful though. I might have to give up on this little strategy. How long does haste last for? I think we've still got haste, haven't we? Yeah. Okay, maybe I need to be spending a few rounds with Lulu. Okay, I've got an idea. I've got an idea here. Yeah, I need to be doing more haste with Tidus. But maybe if we start casting focus. And then we'll be doing more damage with the spells. And then we'll do more haste. For a little bit more damage. Probably should have done it on Tidus so that he could cast it again, but that's fine. Can I cast this again? I'm going to risk it. I think we're just going to prepare for this fight as if we were just starting from scratch again. Yeah, this should give us a little bit more damage with our fire spells. Okay, that's not a bad start. Right, let's now hit it with fire, see how much damage we do. A little bit more. I don't know whether it was worth it. I might have to cast haste again on Lulu. There we go. Of course, getting knocked back. Okay, we've got her overdrive. Which I'm going to save. Okay, down she goes. Or he goes, or it goes, whatever it is. Right, we've all got haste. I'm going to actually bring Waka in so that we can see how much HP we're dealing with now. Okay. Nice, I'll take that. Okay, please don't push us back. I can't use the overdrive yet because it's got to be closer to the edge first. So we've got to avoid another pushback somehow. Okay, we did on that turn. Okay, I think we might be getting somewhere now. Is that the very edge or is it going back one more? I think it's going back one more, isn't it? How much HP? 3,100. Let's bring Tidus back to check those hastes. Okay, fully hasted still. Yeah, cheer could work with Auron, so I'm going to start doing cheer while Tidus is here. It's annoying that Lulu's not getting attacking. He's just going to have to stand up, unfortunately, I think. Or heal Auron. I mean, Lulu even. Okay, only runs out when a character dies. Thank you so much for that. Okay, perfect. We need to save overdrive, though, still. Okay, okay. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we might do this. I've got to bring Waka because I don't want to kill it. I need to see how much HP we've got. Okay. Okay. I need to be careful with overdrive or we're going to kill it. Darn it. I should have healed, I think, with Auron. Okay, it's down, it's down. I can't kill it, and we're going to kill it. Ah! Okay, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Let's just hope this works and we don't kill it, but we knock it over the edge. Right. Let's try this, shall we? Let's try it. Oh, don't do that much damage. We did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. Flip. We did it. Oh, what a load of fanning about that was. I did not remember that being such a nuisance. And all for 2 level 1 key spheres. But, man, if you want to get everything, you got to do it that way. Oh, that was a nightmare.
Interest in renting some chocobos? As a token of our gratitude,
Hello, Wes.
the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to
There was
rent.
undoubtedly
Thank you
a more
so much
sufficient
for
means
saving
of
the
doing that than the
chocobos.
way I did it. I think we probably... I don't think we could have started by boosting character stats with cheer and... what is it? Focus, because you begin too close to the edge. So, we just can't do that. We had to go through a lot of high potions as well, which is annoying. Cheers, Kappa. Eddie and everybody else that's, I think, thrilled that that fight's over with, at least. Dark Souls. Oh, yes. For a new save, we've not done one for a while. Well, that was good timing, actually. I've just got a text. I have actually got to go now because I need to pop out with the wife. So, I've just got the text that I've been waiting for. Oh, yeah, let's check out the rune rod. Yeah, Rod of Wisdom. Magic +8 and Sensor. Yeah, crap. I mean, oh, excuse me. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, we'll grab... Thanks for that. I did forget about that one, but we will grab that. Dad? Yeah. Yeah, always start with haste on Luna. That is definitely something we should have done from the get-go. I actually intended to do that, and I just completely forgotten about haste until it was mentioned in chat, so thanks for that, guys. But... Alright then, folks. Well, that's it for today. We'll leave things there. Go and rest my controller hands. And I shall be back with you on Monday. And we'll pick things up from here, from this point. I don't think there's anything I need to do in the meantime, in terms of farming, grinding, any of that good stuff. So all that's left for me to do is wish all of you a very happy weekend. And a happy Thanksgiving again to those of you in the States, and all over, of course. But yes, lesson learned for today. Make use of haste. It's a lovely spell. Beautiful spell. And auto haste later on. Even more gorgeous. So, yeah, take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you, guys, for stopping by. And I'll see you all soon. Monday, if you can make it. Same time, same place. For more Final Fantasy X. Bye, everybody. Bye.